Hello, Tal.
Hi, Megan. Great to see you.
It's great to see you too. So we never really talked about your inspiration when you were starting the certificate in positive psychology. What inspired you to start that program?
See, when I taught the class previously at Harvard and other places, I was very moved by the impact that it had on students as well as on me. And I wanted to take that to an even deeper level. I wanted that impact to be deeper, to be longer lasting. And for that, you need more than just an academic setting, an academic class. You need, first of all, a longer period of time so that the students understand the material better. What you also need is exercises, application, a lot of interaction. You need a certificate, and this is what we put together.
Yeah, I actually love and was extraordinarily surprised not only by the students' reaction, but my own just being part of that longer experience where you get to know the students better. They come on site, so you get to know them as individuals over that 5-day period in the immersion. And then working with them over almost a year-long period, you get to know the stories. And we went through a lot in these programs. How does this year-long program apply and work in what happens in everyday life?
For me, seeing the participants go through the process that they go through is extremely meaningful. To see them grow, develop, go through the ups and the downs, because you have time to go through ups and the downs in a year, and they all do that, whether it's a loss or a disappointment or a birth or weddings or joys. We see all of it in that program, and we're there to experience it with the participants. What a privilege for us as well.
Exactly. That sense of community was unlike any other course that I had either been in as a student or taught as faculty. Had never had that sense of community. What do you think was the application process when you think about the actual courses and lessons that were in the certificate? How did you choose which ones to use?
So basically, there are 3 criteria that I use for selecting the material. The first one is that it has to be academically rigorous. So everything that we put in the course as a scientific foundation, we know that it works because it was tested in the lab, in the field, and over many years. The second criterion is that it can be applied in people's lives. So there may be a very interesting study that was conducted, but if it has no relevance for our participants in their professional life or personal life, then we didn't include it. So it had to be relevant. And I must say the third criterion is a personal one. I've had to experience it myself. These are things that I applied and apply in my life, because that's when I think I can be the most authentic teacher, best serve the participants, when I have personal experience of what I'm communicating.
So some people might not have gotten past point number 1, which is the academic, the research. You know, I hear it on both sides. Either I'm not a scientist, I'm scared of it, or I already have a PhD and I don't really need more science. How would you address that?
The course is relevant for the scientist, for the PhD, and it's relevant for a person who's had no interaction with science or the scientific method. It's relevant for a person who wants to lead a happier, more fulfilled life, who wants to contribute to others' happiness. And that's all of us.
So PhD, novice, equally welcome, which brings me to the second point of the application of the work. If you could have a PhD or be a novice, maybe talk a little bit about what type of people we see. What do they do? What professions are they in? Or can people do it just for personal reasons?
Yes, so first of all, I hope that everyone will do it for personal reasons as well, for personal growth, development, becoming happier. And then we have the whole range of the professional spectrum. We have people coming in as coaches, we have therapists, we have business consultants who are applying it to their work, we have teachers, and again, going back to the personal realm, we have parents applying it to their families, partners who feel that the relationship has gotten better as a result of the course. So it's really the question of who does it apply to actually is a question for the participant. Where do you want to apply it in your life, both professional as well as personal?